At the time of this video, I'm in my 18th year in the lawn care business. I'm happy to say I'm actually not burned out now. I'm pretty excited about my business, and I think that is something that I made a change in years ago that's really helped me. I see a lot of people get burned out. I see a lot of people that have gotten out of the industry, and I see people that get in the industry and don't last. I'm going to talk to you about something I did and things that you should consider if you want to have some longevity in the industry. Today's video is sponsored by Yardbook. I've been running Yardbook for my business since 2015. If you need a software, go to yardbook.com, sign up for a free account. Let me give you the quick outline of how my business went. I started a lawn care business, mowing grass. The first year I landed an account that was a commercial property. It was like a HOA entranceway. I'd had a lot of bad jobs leading up to that point. I got that, and I was able to mow that job, plus the contractor was building all the houses, had a bunch of vacant homes. He wanted me to start mowing those. So literally, I think, this way I have at least memory in my mind, I was making more money in one day by lunch than I was for a week's pay at some of the jobs I had left. Not good jobs, but I left them and wasn't making hardly any money, and so that got me off going mowing grass. 5 years into my first business, I had somebody approach me about buying the business. I sold the vast majority of it. I kept a small portion of my business. I tried to start a coupon book fundraising company that failed. Then after 2 years of mowing with that small portion I had remaining, I had a non-compete agreement. I decided to relocate. Our family moved an hour and 45 minutes away, so I sold the remainder of my business and started what is now my third business, which is called Alabama Lawn Pros. When I got to Alabama Lawn Pros, started that company, had 0 customers, a wife, 3 kids, another one coming, and what we decided to do at that point was to switch over and start doing weed control and fertilization. Now, I was also mowing grass for a couple more years before I switched over exclusively to weed control. When I made that jump, I gave my few mowing customers I had, maybe 20 customers, to somebody that was starting out in the business. In exchange that he would just cut my grass for a year. I sold my lawnmower, and I was full time in the weed control and fertilization. Now, I do have a lawnmower now, and I do cut my own grass. I didn't forget how to cut grass. So what happened then? What were some of the problems that I was dealing with when I was mowing grass? And if I had to do over again, I think I could be more successful mowing grass. I made some mistakes. I think my pricing was too low, which causes a number of problems, namely the inability to scale. I think I would also probably went after some more year-round accounts. I had some year-round accounts, but the winter income became a serious problem for me. And because of not having consistent winter income and having lower margins than I needed, it made it very hard to scale the business, because when you hire somebody, you end up sometimes making less profit than if you had just done it by yourself. Well, I made a jump over to weed control and fertilization. It did a few things for me. One, in the South, it was year-round consistent income, which was a fantastic problem. Now, I know some people like to have months off in the winter. I needed something to do to work and keep busy and to provide for my family. So that immediately solved that problem. Another thing that I noticed was higher margins, and I was able to knock out 20 to 25 yards a day, sometimes more, by myself, one person, one truck, a spray tank, push spreader, ride-on spreader, whatever. You could be very productive and generate significantly higher revenue and profit margins in a single day. And again, it was year-round. So that was like a game changer for me. And even though I went to 2 trucks and then dropped back down to 1 truck so I could do YouTube videos, things like that, and I currently work by myself, what I found was it was a much more scalable business, at least in my opinion, because your margins were higher. You could afford to pay an employee a decent wage and keep them year-round, which made a huge difference in being able to scale the business. Because if that employee's out there generating you, let's just say $1,200 to $1,500 a day by one person revenue, then you can pay them a decent wage and offer them a job year-round and be able to keep that same employee year after year after year, which goes a long way in trying to scale a business. The other thing I wanted to mention was just the physical wear and tear on my body. You've heard it said that mowing lawns is a young man's game or young person's game. There's some truth to that, though I see a lot of people that are older still doing it and doing fine. So, but it does take a toll on your body, and I found that the weed control and fertilization, I could do 25 yards and be less tired than if I was to mow 8 or 10 yards by myself. So it also just gave me some knowledge that I wanted. I wanted to know not just how to cut the grass, but how to actually transform a lawn and make it look great. So it was appealing to me. And so what I've done, this is a slight change for me on YouTube. So just if you've been on here for a long time, I'm actually not promoting my courses as much anymore. They're still out there, and I'm not sure if I'll take them down completely or whatever. But if you ever bought a course from me in the past, they're still out there. You still have access to it, nothing like that. But I have switched my model a little bit, and I want to tell you why I've done this. But I'm offering now a 1-year mentorship program on how to get into the weed control and fertilization business. And that's particularly for people with warm season grasses. And the idea is that people would buy the course and watch the videos and get a lot of information to help them in the weed control and fertilization business, but they weren't getting enough personal attention on how to help with that. So what I'm doing now is you buy the mentorship program. We had a meeting last night. It went great. And we're having 2 live calls a month. We have the option to come ride with me for a day. You have my phone number to text me questions, pictures of the yard, picture of the weed. Hey Jason, how do I fix this? And then of course all the videos and stuff. But it's a personalized support program for those that are looking to make that jump. And if you're feeling some of the pain points of the mowing business and you want to make that switch and you don't have the support you need to do it, then this is an option for you. At the time of this video, which is in early June of 2025, until June 6th at midnight, then I am running a 25% off special. The way it works is, and there is a link in the description to book a 15-minute call with me to see if it's going to be a fit, because I've talked to several people. Some of them it's a great fit, some of them it's not. One person lived with cool season grass. I said it's not a good fit. One person says, no, I don't, weren't that serious about switching to weed control and fertilization, or it was a little too expensive, or whatever. There's some reason it's not a fit. Other people I talked to, they said, yeah, I'm doing this. I'm going, I need the help. I just need somebody to help me, support me in this. So it's not for everybody, but if this sounds interesting to you, book a call. It's in the link in the description, a 15-minute call on my schedule. I would do it soon because, again, the 25% off expires on Friday, and then the price is going up. I still think it's reasonable, but 1-year support if you're looking to make this jump. Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you guys in the next one.